Buenos días, raza. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Espero que hayan amanecido con un cafecito bien tapadito. Yo amanecí con ganas de unos huevos a la mexicana, pero Soledad no los quería hacer. Tuve que hacerme unos huevos a la mexicana, miren. Y les quiero decir, quiero cafecear con ustedes porque les quiero decir algo. Good morning, everybody. I hope your day started with a nice cup of coffee and a donut on the side. Mine started with me wanting some eggs a la mexicana, and of course, loneliness did not want to cook, so I had to cook it myself. And quiero cafecear con ustedes. This morning, I had to take the babies out of the cage. Tuve que sacar a los bebés de la jaula donde estaban, porque le hablé a mi hermana ayer y le dije, hey, yo empecé a oír un ruido medio raro en la jaula. Le dije, y me fui a fijar, y esa mensa puso un huevo. Le dije, los bebitos apenas tienen 8 semanas y ella ya está poniendo huevos. Les digo que me van a mandar a la bancarrota. Dijo, pues sácale a los babies de ahí porque ellos ya deben de estar comiendo solos. Y le digo, yo nunca los he visto comer solos. Dice, pues sácale a los babies, ellos ya tienen que estarse alimentando solos. Y déjala ahí con el esposo. And I'm like, esta sí que me va a llevar a la bancarrota si va a estar teniendo bebitos cada 2 meses. Pero vamos a ver qué pasa. Tiene uno que tuvo ayer. Y la única razón que me di cuenta es porque la manera que estaba piando era diferente. The cockatiels are gonna send me to bankruptcy court, people. I had to take the babies out of the cage and put them with their little brother and sister on the other side. My sister says the new babies are they're girls. So we have probably 4 girls and 1 boy that are now in one cage, because yesterday I started hearing a weird chirping, and I'm like, well, what's going on? I already fed these birds this morning. And then when I went over there to take a closer look at why I was hearing a different sound, the mama bird laid another egg. And it was just there, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to put a nest in here. I can't have you just throwing eggs everywhere. So when I called my sister, she says, take the babies out. And I'm like, I've never seen the babies eating by themselves. They're barely 8 weeks old. She's like, take the babies out and just leave the parents in there. I'm like, damn, if she's going to be having little birds every 2 months, she's going to send me to bankruptcy court. But the babies are now out. But that wasn't the chisme. Ese no era el chisme. Ese era parte del chisme. That was just part of the chisme. Yesterday, I was hanging around with my little sister, Ophelia. And of course, you all know Ophelia has her fair share of haters, just like I do. They never cooperate for anything, but they're there. Ahí están, nomás molestando. And yesterday, they were making me laugh. And I'm going to tell you all. At one point in my life, I was 324 pounds. That was before 2003. And even if I was 324 pounds, I had a job. I was working. I was a single parent with a teenager that I raised on my own. I don't care what the daddy says. Between 14 and 18, I have proof he only gave me $500. Doesn't take $500 in 5 years or 4 years. But anyways, that's a different story. Ese es otro chisme. I weighed 324 pounds. But here's the fun part. Even though I was a single parent and I weighed 324 pounds, I made sure my daughter got everything that she wanted because I worked commission sales. So my daughter got invited on her junior year to Europe because she was a good student through the school. And I sent her to Europe as a single parent. I never qualified for the government to help me with anything. I always made too much money. Even though my ex-husband thought that I only made $2.50 an hour, that was not the case. I have never made minimum wage until I came to South Texas. But on her senior year in 2003, she was also invited to Europe. Well, in 2003, I decided to tag along as a chaperone for the group. And me and my daughter both went to Europe. And I weighed 324 pounds. Why am I emphasizing the weight? Because yesterday I had a show with my sister on her platform. And one of the haters came in and she was making me laugh. It's like, come on now. You're going to say that I'm fat at 180 and I've been 180 for the last 10 years or more. My lowest that I got after gastric bypass was 174. So I really have not gained that much more. I've gained and lost back and forth. But right now I'm at 180. And this person decides to come into my sister's show and put a comment on there about, damn, Angie, you're fat. And I'm like, this person must really not know what she's talking about, because I've been in the I'm fat side. And believe you me, at 180, I'm not fat. Just right. I decide what I do with my life. And there's a lot of haters that don't understand the concept. I work very hard for everything that I have, even this little shack that I live in. Nobody gave it to me. The sweat of my brow, like they say in English. In Spanish, es el sudor de mi frente. He tenido y obtenido todo lo que yo tengo. Mi sube y baja de peso no tiene nada que ver con mi comportamiento con los demás. Si se te hace fácil o piensas que a mí me vas a ofender diciéndome que yo estoy gorda cuando peso 90 kilos o 180 libras, te voy a decir que estás bien equivocada, porque yo pesaba 324 libras el 2003. Yo sé lo que es estar en el lado de a una persona que está gorda y una persona que está en un nivel normal. Tu odio nada más a mí me hace reír porque yo vivo en lo mío. Todo lo que yo tengo y poseo en esta casa es mío, lo trabajé. No vivo en una shack en la casa de mi mamá. No vivo rentando, porque esto no se renta, esto ya está pagado. Y no se lo quité a ningún hombre. Por eso no les tengo lástima a las mujeres solteras que dicen que aquí en Estados Unidos no la pueden hacer trabajando. Claro que la puedes hacer trabajando. Yo la hice y lo logré. Más ahorita que hay trabajos que te pagan mucho más que lo mínimo. So, tú diciéndome a mí que yo estoy gorda, nada más me hace reír. I hope you all have a nice day. Disfruten el resto de su día, raza, que está bien bonito aquí en el sur de Texas.